Hey, what's going on? Craig Carone here. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to actually go over a really cool tutorial. This is going to be a bit longer of a video, so hopefully you can kind of get through this all. I'm going to go over some tools and some other things that we use to create our videos, not just for our channels, but for our clients' channels as well. And guys, I just want to say this is that if you haven't started a YouTube channel yet, now is, I know people say this all the time, now's the perfect time to get started, but it really is now the perfect time, only because YouTube has done a lot of great things for people that have smaller channels. They've lowered the limits on watch time hours, subscriber bases, things like that. But it's not just about YouTube. A lot of people out there that teach YouTube, whether they're doing coaching and things like that, they're just teaching you to use YouTube. All right. But the big thing is not just about YouTube. It's about building a community. It's about building friendships. Right. But you don't need to be on camera to do all that stuff, okay? Because there's all types of different avenues that you can go to, exactly like, Facebook. Obviously, Facebook groups are great. Discord, Slack. I mean, there's so many different venues that you can use to your advantage to make your videos go viral. And that's what we do. We don't just use YouTube. We use YouTube Shorts to launch our videos. When you use YouTube Shorts, it's a really great thing. And I know there's some people out there, I don't know where they're getting their information from, but they say things like, YouTube Shorts don't work, things like that. But yes, they do. They work very, very well, especially when you're building out your actual channel. Just because they're shorts doesn't mean that they don't work, right? It's not about making money with YouTube Shorts. It's about making money with YouTube in general, right? So using YouTube Shorts to me is just much better because it's helping build your long form videos. But it's not just YouTube Shorts. It's Facebook Reels and directing them into your other channels. Instagram is just really great. I love Instagram. I love using the video production there as well. So it's not just about building your YouTube channel. You can make money with Facebook Reels nowadays. You can direct people from Instagram into your YouTube channels, into your Discord, into your Slack, if that's what you decide that you want to do is, set up these different types of channels. But that's what we do for our clients. We don't always set up Discord because a lot of times our clients don't want all these different places, but Facebook groups are awesome. I love using them for YouTube communities. So that's what we use. We use a lot of Facebook groups. Of course, we do use Slack, especially when we're promoting our different videos and just giving out basic information. And it's all going to depend on the channel that you have too. Not every channel is going to be needed depending on the niche that you get into. Okay, so we're going to get into a lot of different things today. We're going to get into the different tools that I use. And especially now with AI, that's what everything we do now is with AI. Not everything AI, of course. It just depends on the style of videos. It depends on the niche that, you're into, things like that. But if you look below this video here, you're going to see some sample videos. And I've posted these videos in the groups. But these are just different styles of videos that we use with different types of software. Of course, there are videos that have text to video nowadays, which is pretty cool. And I'll explain that later because it is a little bit harder to use those types of videos or to create those types of videos. But our team has perfected a lot of this AI stuff. And it's not even fully equipped yet. They're still going through a lot of beta testing with different things. Images don't always come out perfect, which is fine. It doesn't have to be. Text to video isn't perfect, obviously. But if you stay consistent with creating these prompts and things like that, you can have a really great movie scene, right? And a lot of things right now is storyboards, right? So you can create these storyboards through ChatGPT. You don't need to go and buy ChatGPT Plus and all that stuff. Trust me, the content is going to be great. You just have to learn how to use the prompts the way they should be You know, you have to be able to learn how to talk to ChatGPT, okay? And it's all about prompts. It's all about how you word things like that. So writing your scripts is actually really easy to do. That's what we do now. Is before we would have to research everything. We'd have to go through YouTube and find out which videos are working, which ones aren't. You know, go to other people's channels and things like that. It kind of became ridiculous. But with that being said, listen, guys, before we get started on everything, I do want to put out an offer for you guys. Okay. Because I really want to get you guys started quickly. I know a lot of you guys don't have time to start creating your videos, or you don't have the know-how to create these videos, or you just don't want to spend a bunch of time. Some of you guys probably have jobs. And some of you guys have businesses that you focus, more on, maybe products and services, things like that. So I really just want to help you guys get fixed to where you can go ahead and get started on a YouTube channel. Even if you have one now, that's great. So what I'm going to do is I want to show you an offer that we're doing right now, and I think you'll love it, okay? Because what we're doing is, and we do these for a lot of our clients, and because you guys are in the Reboot group, we're offering like something that's going to be really awesome for you guys. You're not going to have to pay a ton of money every month like some of these other places like charge, and we do charge a lot more for this service. But I'm going to show you exactly what we do. All right. So let's go to the notepad here. So right now we got two offers for you guys, and I'm going to make this real quick. Okay. There's two buttons below there. Okay. The first offer that we have does cost about $500 a month, but it's a done for your YouTube channel automation. We do these for clients all the time. And there's two different options that you can do. It's $500 a month, and you get 6 videos a month. And if you need extra videos, or you want extra videos every month, we're just charging $50 for each new video. If you go on to Fiverr, which I'm going to show you here in a minute, you're going to be paying a whole lot more just for one video. Okay, you're going to be paying anywhere between $150, maybe $100, to $500, to even I've seen even $1,200 just for a video, just for one video. Okay, and those videos are very short. Like you're looking at 2-minute, 3-minute videos. And the standard rule is you want to have at least a video that's doing, anything between 8 minutes to about 15 minutes. The longer the video, obviously, the better, right? So short videos don't always work. And I'm going to show you YouTube channel as well that doesn't work, okay? And I'm going to show you why as well. So let me show you what we're going to offer you guys. There's two services. One's $500 a month, one's $200 a month, okay? The $500 a month one is we're going to go ahead and create your channel for you, do everything for you, okay? You don't have to do anything. We just build your channel for you. We're going to engage with your subscribers. We're going to build your channels. We're going to build other channels as well for venues, like Facebook groups, if you want Slack, if you want other places, Discord. We're going to do your YouTube your Facebook Reels, your YouTube Shorts. We're going to do all that stuff. And we have like specific strategies that we do to monetize channels quickly, or pretty quickly. I mean, of course, it does take some time. They say for every 100, it takes about 100 videos to see traction, right? But that's so not true. I mean, it is if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't understand the algorithm, okay? So this offer is $500 a month, right? And you get everything. You get coaching as well. So, we'll get on one-on-ones every week with you and do coaching. So that way, if you want to take over later on, you can. And we're basically doing everything for you, plus the coaching and things like that. We keep you updated on everything. And I'm not going to go through everything in here. You can read it on the sales page, if whichever one you want to do. But this is all no camera stuff. If you want to use camera, then that's fine too. We can do that as well. We can edit your videos for you. So this is the $500 a month. That's, like I said, that's the whole YouTube automation. We do everything for you. Then we have a done for you video automation service, which you run your YouTube channel the way it is, okay? Or you set one up. We'll even help you find a good niche for you that we know is going to work, all right, for $200 a month, and we'll give you 4 videos a month. And the same deal goes. If you need extra videos, it's just $50 extra, okay, for each video. which is not bad at all. That's actually a really great price, especially the type of quality videos that we do. We don't do no generic videos, so you're going to really love the service. And we have a lot of people that are on this service, but we have a team that does these videos. And listen, I don't just pick and choose anybody on our team that helps create these videos for us. Okay, these are guys that and ladies as well. We got 3 ladies right now: Casey, Julia, and another lady that just started with us last month, and I teach them exactly how I do the videos, so that way they can do it as well. Because I go through the videos myself to make sure that they're aligned right, make sure that's what I want to look like, and if I need to, I go and have them revise it. And I do a lot of these videos myself as well. So it's just a big team effort that we do as a team for our clients and things like that. So for $200 a month, we actually create 4 videos for you a month, 8 to 15 minutes, or 8 to 15 minute videos. And it's actually a really good deal, because if you go on the Fiverr, you're going to see that Fiverr is ridiculous when it comes to videos. And if you do buy the cheap service on Fiverr, those videos are horrible. They don't use AI. They just have these stock videos, which stock videos are fine. They work great if you know how to edit them correctly, okay? And then, of course, the voiceover. Like, we do our own voiceovers, or we use AI as well, which we have some great services for that as well. And I'll share those with you as well today. So anyway, that's the offer for you guys. If you're interested in that offer, and trust me, you won't be disappointed at all in the video quality, because they're awesome videos. We do stock videos. We do AI type videos, storylines, like horror stories, things like that. If you want the full automated offer that we're offering, like I said, it's $500 a month. And honestly, if you go buy these videos yourself, you're going to be out of money. They're not going to help you with your channel. They're just building out videos. And a lot of them, you might be paying $1,500 with a script. A lot of them will do a script for you, but you're not you're not getting much of anything. You're just getting a video. You have to create the script. A lot of them will create the script for you, but they want ridiculous money, $1,500 just for one video, which to me is ridiculous, because how can you build a channel if you're paying $1,500 for one video? It makes no sense. And those are very short videos. Some of them are like, I was looking at it, like 1 to 2 minutes. So we do the whole video production for you, whether you do the $500 offer or the $200 a month offer. We do the whole video production for you. If you do the $500 offer, we do everything for you. Okay, you don't have to lay a hand on anything. We connect with your subscribers and everything. We help you build your list as well in there as well. And the great thing is, if you end up getting the $500 a month service, that actually will come with Squeezify for free. You don't have to buy Squeezify. You don't have to pay no monthly fees. The only thing you have to worry about is just looking at your channel and your analytics and things like that, and that's it. We do everything else for you. So as you can see, this is Squeezify right here. So if you do the $500 a month deal, you do get Squeezify for free. The $200 a month deal, we don't build a list for you. You have to build it yourself, but you can also get Squeezify, and you'll get a very good custom deal. We'll customize a good deal for you where you're not going to be paying more than $20 a month. You might pay like $11, $12 a month. Just depends on how many subscribers that you want and things like that. Okay, so most of you guys already seen our store that we have. Everything's all YouTube from our store. All the money we make through our store is through YouTube automation. We don't do paid ads. We don't do any of that stuff. Everything's either through Facebook, Google, or YouTube. Okay, a lot of the traffic we get is from Google, because people are coming on our YouTube channels from Google and things like that. So it really helps a lot, which is great. But yeah, definitely a cool thing, right? So even this month we're actually a little bit lower this month than normal, because it's summertime, and the types of products that we sell are wintertime products. Basically, they're not wintertime products, but a lot of people don't buy these types of products in the summer because they're out doing things. They're saving their money for the winter, and then they sit on their ham radios, because that's what we're selling here. We sell ham radios and CB radios. And they basically, it's just it's a wintertime thing. People sit at home during the winter. Summertime's not as busy, but we're still doing about $80,000 to $100,000 a month in revenue, so which is great. This month we're slacking a little bit. We're at about 18,000 this month so far, and it's only 13th, so we'll probably hit about 60 to 80,000 this month. We just got to gear it up a little bit. We've been kind of busy, so we haven't been putting a lot of new videos out lately. But on that part of it, this is a YouTube channel that we don't care about ad revenue. We don't care about YouTube partnership money, I should say. Everything we do here is just getting new buyers into our store. Okay, so that's Squeezify. You guys will have access to this if you get the big deal, obviously, where we do everything for you. You'll have your own email automations. We set up everything, your squeeze pages and everything that you need. Okay. All right. So let's move on, guys. Let's move on to the training. Okay. So first thing that we're going to go over real quick is that there's a lot of different things that we can use as far as scripts, right? So it's not just about scripts. It's about finding the niche that you want to get into. You can ask ChatGPT for all that. Okay. You can also use, not TubeBuddy, but vidIQ has a new feature called AI Coach. Okay. And you can find a lot of things on there too, like niches that you might be interested in. Maybe you never listen. If you just type in stuff like, give me the top 30 niches on YouTube, faceless YouTube channels, it's going to give you a lot of crazy stuff that you probably never even heard of before. And that's good, because then you can go on YouTube, you can take a look at some of these channels and things like that. Listen, guys, competition is not a problem. Okay. No matter what you think. A lot of people say, there's too much competition. Competition is actually better because there's more views going to other people's videos. So once you get your video monetized and you're actually getting on, and you don't even have to have a video monetized to get a lot of views. We've had videos that we created just on trending topics and get like 100,000 views in like 3 days. So it doesn't have to be to a point where it's monetized. It just depends on the niche, what kind of video it is as well. So AI is really changing the game for a lot of things, because you can create a lot of these different storyboards. So let me see something here real quick. So you can ask ChatGPT. And I'm not going to go through a whole tutorial about ChatGPT because, excuse me, there's a lot of great information in YouTube that you can check out on ChatGPT. I mean, there's tons of stuff out there. But I do want to go over some things that we do use for ChatGPT. You don't need the plus, the plus, ChatGPT plus or any of that, because there's really not a point to it. I mean, honestly, we use ChatGPT by itself. I know there's a lot of plugins out there, or not a lot of other programs that are better than ChatGPT, but honestly, they're all pretty much the same. And when it comes to YouTube, you don't need a lot of that fancy stuff, okay? Because YouTube, as long as you're using the right types of prompts, which when we do everything, we use a certain set of prompts to create our stories or whatever we decide to create. So, for instance, here's one that we created for a customer here. Let's see if I can find it here. Now we create a lot of different things, which is crazy. Let's see. Enchanted Adventure Ideas, Cheddar Fairy Realm. Okay, so we got this one that we just created for one. This is one that we're looking into right now, just going over some different ideas for some fictional monster names, because we're creating a story right now for it's actually I like a horror story, but more for monsters, like a fantasy monster type story for a client's YouTube channel. We're coming up with some different monster names that'll kind of resonate with viewers, right? So let me go back in here real quick and find. We got a mermaid one going on right now. Let's see. We're talking about Ponzi schemes on one. Faceless Love Channels. Let's see if I can find this one. Fun Adventures in 49. And these are like all just different ones that we are going into. Baboons. Let's see. Where's the one that we just did? Okay, so we do a lot of Central ones as well. For Central channels, people that do love stories, things like that. Here it is. So this is one that we just finished up on, which you can see a demo on it. But let's go back up here. So just these are just some of the different things that we do use. Okay, like so we'll create the story, and then we'll say, hey, like, tell my subscribers, if they stay to the end of the video, I'll share 2 secret favorite French desserts that you can't resist no matter what. And then we use things like inject a sense of humor into it, right? So it's really just depends on how you talk to ChatGPT, and it did put it does put some good humor into it. And you can word it however you want, but there's certain ways that you have to word it. So you can make ChatGPT talk in maybe a comedian's voice. So maybe you like Kevin Hart and you want to use it in a tone of Kevin Hart. So when we wrote this script, let's just go back up here real quick. Let's see. So this one is like, I use it instead of writing a script or ask to write me a script, I asked to write me an article. So I said, write me an article for the following, inject a sense of humor into it, step into the world of, I don't even know how to pronounce it, hot cuisine, hate, some type of French word. And explore sophisticated French desserts. Focus on exquisite treats like creme brulee. I don't know the other word, and souffle. Create an ambience of elegance and refinement through visual and auditory cues. Unveil the meticulous techniques and attention to detail required to create these masterpieces. Interview renowned pastry chefs, right? So in all this video, we just talk about, and some of the stuff you can cut out, like things that you don't really need, and that's kind of what we do. But it's actually really easy, right? So it's not that hard. It's just how you talk to ChatGPT and what you want, right? So we've got this one set in the stage of in the heart of Paris, the epitome of French pastry excellence. Okay, so we created this whole script in here, and of course we had to kind of go in and be like, hey, listen, we don't want it to sound so generic, things like that. So if we go to the top here, this is how we tell ChatGPT to kind of be more human-like, right? So I ask it a question, right? I say, hey, I'm going to have you write the different types of French desserts and their origins. But before I do, I have some parameters you need to know. Do you understand? ChatGPT comes back, yes, I understand. Please go ahead and provide me with the parameters for writing about the different types of French desserts and their origins. And then we ask it another question. When it comes to writing content, 2 factors are crucial: perplexity and burstiness. Perplexity measures the complexity of text. So basically, you're telling ChatGPT, we want it written more in a human sense, not in the AI, right? So it'll tell you it understands the requirements and all this other stuff. And then it's real simple, write me an outline for a YouTube video script called The Different Types of French Desserts and Their Origins. And that's it, right? And then it kind of goes through this whole script of what I could be writing about, right? And it'll talk about greeting the audience and introduce the topic of French desserts, mention the rich culinary heritage, highlight the aim of the video. I mean, it just goes through everything, right? So this is how we go through our script process there. And there is a lot to it because a lot of things we don't feel is right in the script. So there's some things in here that we kind of take pieces of and rewrite and have it rewrite the script for us, or rewrite certain parts of the script, things like that. But once you get used to doing it, it's really simple. And it doesn't have to be like us. We're just very meticulous with everything that we do. We want to make sure that it sounds right to us and it's going to appeal to us as a viewer as well. Okay, so and as you can see, we've got everything in here, from upbeat music starts playing, the hook, all right, and we got our intros, our call to actions, and all that stuff. And it gives you everything you need to know because it goes into it. So when you start doing your video, you can do like this one, cut to host holding a spoonful of dessert, things like that. So cut to host standing in front of a whimsical backdrop. So you can find different videos and things of different, French chefs and things like that. All right, so I'm not going to go over too much of the scripts and things like that because we can go over that in a different video. But I just do want to share some plugins that we do use. So one of the plugins we use, which is actually free, okay, it's called Air RPM. All right. And if we open it up, there's a lot of cool things that you can do with this. Okay. So you can go into different topics because it's going to help you write better. It's going to help ChatGPT write better. Okay. But you can go into just say all, let's say, activity. It kind of gives you like different activity, subjects, things like that, back end development, call to action, counting. So it kind of does a lot of stuff for you. So when you ask it to do something, it's going to help, right? And you can of course use, some of these things as well, which is good because you can start using ChatGPT 4 if you're not a Plus user, things like that. Okay, so it's actually really cool. It just helps you write things a little bit better, right? So human written, 100% unique SEO optimized articles, fully SEO optimized article including facts, write best article rank in Google. These are just different things that you can do. Smart and detailed article, H tags, updated outrank articles. So there's a lot of different things that you can come in here and do. Okay, so it's actually kind of cool. All right, so let's go back up here real quick. Let's X out of here. All right. And we'll just go to new chat real quick. So that's just one of the tools that we use, and there's a better explanation on what Air RPM does because it does a lot more than just that, okay? And that's what I love about it. And if you don't have ChatGPT 4, what's good is that you can actually use it through APRM, okay? AIPRM is what they call it. All right, and it's actually kind of cool, right? I love it. You've been using it for a long time now, and as you can see, we've been writing all our scripts with it. Okay, we got all types of different scripts. I mean, we even write scripts about child support. Okay, all right. The other one I like to share with you, and these are the only two tools that I really use, honestly, because I just focus on certain things when it comes to YouTube. Okay, I don't write a lot of articles, things like that for blogs and things like that. But there's another one called AI Prompt Genius, which is what I really love it. It just kind of gives you a lot of cool prompts that you can use. So if you don't know how to write prompts or you don't know how to talk to it, AI Prompt Genius actually goes in and helps you with that. Okay, you can save prompts. It lets you save different prompts and things like that. But just to give you, a heads up, if you're going to use a tool with ChatGPT, just make sure you turn the other one off because sometimes they will conflict. So make sure you have one on and one off. And if you decide, like for instance, if I decide I just want to use the Prompt Genius because I want to get some prompts, I'm going to go ahead and turn that one off, okay? And I'm not going to go ahead and show you Prompt Genius. You can go look it up. It's actually really cool, and it's going to explain in detail exactly everything it does, and it's always updating new things. So there's always new things going on with AI Prompt Genius. Same with a PRM as well, okay? All right, so let's move on, guys. Let's get away from ChatGPT real quick, and I'm going to kind of show you some of the tools that I use. Some of these are free tools. Some of them are paid. But to be honest with you, most of the tools that we do use are free. We do pay for a bunch of them too, just because, we do use a lot of AI stuff. And there's some websites that, you kind of have to buy credits for and things like that. But it's no big deal because honestly, it's not that expensive. And I'm going to show you a couple of them that we use. And a lot of them actually, especially the image sites, there's a lot of free ones. So you don't have to pay for Midjourney and things like that because Midjourney is expensive now. I think it's like $29 a month just to create images, which is kind of crazy. It's ridiculous, especially because there's so many new ones out there. And quite honestly, everybody uses Midjourney because everybody thinks Midjourney is the best, but there's ones out there that are just as good as Midjourney, and I'm going to show you some of those websites as well, like Leonardo and Adobe Firefly. I mean, these are ones that are just awesome to me, and I think they work just as good as Midjourney, and some of them are even better than Midjourney in my opinion. All right, So let me just go through this real quick. Okay, this is actually called Flickify. Okay, now this is a paid subscription, but you can actually create one video with it. They allow you to create one video. There's no time limit on it, but I don't use it for that. Okay, because it's kind of bad. It's really not great. Okay, basically what you do is you enter your script in here and then it matches up videos for you, which kind of saves a lot of time. But quite honestly, there's not anything out there right now, in my opinion, that does this very well at all. And Flickify is another one that doesn't do it very well. So my thing is I use this for one purpose and one purpose only. Okay. That way you're not having to sign up to anything. I use them just for the videos. Okay. So I'll put my script in there and then I will just kind of match it up with the videos and see what videos I need. Okay. And I only use it for that reason and with that reason only. I don't have to pay for anything. I just, of course there's other stock video sites out there that are great. Don't get me wrong, but I like it because, like I said, I don't have to pay a subscription or I don't have to pay for every video I want to use. So what I'll do is I'll go in here and I'll find a video. So I'll just come up here and let's go over here. And they've got soundtracks in here too. And I'm going to show you another extension I use that I love. Okay. All right. Let's go to Media Library real quick. And let's just say that, I'm over here on this script right here. It says, Bonjour, dessert enthusiasts, and welcome to the Frenchman Experience. In this video, we're going to embark on a tantalizing journey through the delectable world of French dessert. So I'll just, let's just say I need to find a video on French desserts. All right. So we'll just type it in, hit search. And then I'm going to find some videos that I can use for French desserts. So you can see that one's already in there, or maybe I didn't want that one. Maybe I wanted this one. All right. And I just go in there and put it in there. And then I'll wait for it to load. And now what I'll do is I'll just hit save video. And it'll actually take the watermark off of it as well, because you get one free video, right? And then I would just name it. I will put it in a folder and I'll name it as scene 1 or whatever, like I do on this one here. If we go to, let's go back over here real quick. All right, so I'll come over here and I'll just put them out like this. Slide 1, slide 2, scene 2, scene 3. So and you can see I got 3 different videos on scene 3. Come over here and you'll see I got 2 videos on scene 2. I might go over here and you'll see I got 2 videos here as well. So this is all I use Flickify for. I don't use Flickify for anything else except for the video content. If you're doing stock videos, honestly, to me, it's one of the better ways of doing it. So that's why I use it. I do like the fact that they have everything labeled. So the minute you click on it, it's going to change where the script is too. So if I click on this video, it's going to change exactly where the script is. Okay. All right. So that's Flickify. Like I said, you can use it for free. Just make sure you don't publish the video. Okay. Because then of course you're not going to be able to use the free video service, because basically that's what it is. And then trust me, there's other stock video sites out there that are free. If there's something in here I don't find, I might go to Pexels or something like that. But honestly, so far I haven't found any stock video footage I wasn't able to find, or anything that couldn't match up. Okay. Because there's a lot of videos in here. Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next thing here. All right. Next tool is, we're going to go into image stuff real quick. All right, so this is called Clip Drop, and it's made by Stability AI. This is free, okay, and it does create some really cool images in here, right? It's actually cool stuff. So let's open up a notepad here real quick, and let's just create something real quick. So this one's actually pretty cool. Let's use this one. This is an actual prompt for another thing that I use called Kyber, which I'll show you that in a minute too. Let's actually put this one in real quick. We'll just put, I'll do this. I'll go man sitting on the ledge of a building, and then comma, and then I'll put this prompt in. Unreal Engine 5, cinematic, ultra wide angle, depth of field. So these are just different things that we use. And I can still come in here too and add whatever I want to do. So maybe I want it to be more of a fantasy art or digital art, things like that. So we'll just use cinematic for now. I'll go to aspect ratio. I want to do like a 16:9 because it's going to be YouTube. And you can add your negative prompts and things like that in there as well. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and generate it. And it does take a little longer to generate. Just hit skip right here. So there's 353 images right now being k'd. So it'll go pretty quick though. Sometimes it gets real busy, but it's a free service. So I don't think anybody's really in a hurry to create the images, okay? So we'll just wait for that to go and download, and then you can kind of choose what images that you want. So just give it a second here. It shouldn't take that much longer. All right, as you can see, it created a pretty cool image. But here's what I like about this, okay? So let's go over here first, and let's look. I don't like that one very much. This one's actually pretty good. That one's actually kind of cool. I like that one, but I think we're gonna go with this one. Okay. This one, I don't know where his other leg is. I can't see it, but it might be his body might be blocking it. So that one will actually work. But here's what I like about it. I'm gonna go ahead and open this in a new tab real quick, and we're gonna save this image. And if you notice, there's that clip drop by stability on there. We want to take that off. Okay. So we're just let's name this one. All right, we're gonna close that out. All right, and here's the cool thing about this. Okay, we're gonna go back to Stability AI. We're gonna hit the back button here, and they have a lot of tools in here, which is really cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove. Let's see, text remover right here, but there's a lot of different things in here. So we got Stable Diffusion, we got Reimagine XL, which is really cool. You can remove backgrounds, replace backgrounds. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. Cleanup tools. We're just going to use the text remover real quick, and we're going to just upload that file. All right, so we're going to go to Dreadful Dream Channel. There we go. And then we're going to go and upload that real quick. And it's going to actually automatically remove it. Now, you can unlock HD mode if you pay for a subscription, but honestly, we don't need it because we can resize it ourselves. We can actually upscale it through other programs. All right. So we're just going to hit downscale and continue. All right. As you can see, it's working. And it's going to just remove this text real quick. See? And now the text is gone. Now we can go ahead and download this image, which is really cool. Now, you can also open it up in this, in here as well. Whoops. I think it's the next one. Yeah, there we go. So you can open it up in there as well. But like I said, we can upscale it in other programs. They have other programs. Okay, so that's Clip Drop. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. Okay, so just take a gander, use different prompts that you can use. And there's a lot of sites out there that'll help you with prompts and stuff. And we're going to go over that too. Like I said, this is kind of a big video. All right. But before I do that, I want to show you some stuff on Fiverr real quick, okay? Just to show you what people do charge for videos, okay? So let's go to this one here, I believe. As you can see, a lot of these are explainer videos and things like that. But, I mean, they're charging $105 just for one video. And the bad thing about it is most of these, they're not very good videos. They're pretty junk. So let's click on this one real quick. So they've got 2,000, I mean, that's crazy. 2,000 videos. I mean, they're making a killing. I mean, honestly. But if we go down here at what they're offering, it's kind of crazy. So premium, all right, you only get 120 seconds runtime, which is crazy, ain't it? $105 for 120 seconds of runtime. Explainer video, script writing, voiceover. So they do the script writing, which isn't bad. Voiceover, and they'll add a logo, okay? But 120 seconds, all right? That's a minute and a half. So if you want more minutes, which if you're doing YouTube videos, 120 seconds is not, it's only a minute and a half. We need these videos like 8 to 10 minutes. Can you imagine? They're probably charging $800 just for a 10-minute video. That's pretty crazy, okay? But hey, if you learn how to do this, you can sell these on Fiverr yourself and make a killing too. But to me, that's just too much. That's a lot of work. But the videos aren't that great.
Have a story to
So
share?
if we go through the video here.
Want to tell the world about your brand? A good video does a story justice.
Let's go back in.
A video that urges the customer to take action.
Okay, and I'm not saying it's a horrible video, of course.
Video that connects your customer with.
But the transitions aren't very. There's no sound effects. There's no transitions. The sound effects and transitions is what makes a video. Okay, it's not just about using the right types of stock videos, things like that. It's about transitions. It's about the sound effects in those transitions, things like that. That's what keeps people's attention, right? So you want to have a good edited video. I'm not saying it's not a good video. It's just not my particular style. I wouldn't. I like some of the transitions they do in it, but I guarantee that's just for his Fiverr. This video is probably the better type of video. If they do videos for other people, it's probably more dumbed down a little bit, so it's quicker for them to do because they have a 7-day delivery time. So they're just using templates probably. He's ready, and he's got 34 orders in K. So these videos do not it takes a while to create. So they're probably using places like Flickify and things like that to create it. They just throw the script in and then they create the video. They don't do any of the editing themselves, right? Unfortunately. All right, so that's just one place. Here's another one that's really bad. Let's see what this one does, if I remember right. Okay, so this is $35 for premium, which pretty good, 3 days, so we already know. But this one says running time, 10 minutes. All right, so this is a 10-minute video, but if we look at the video, we can see it's really bad. All right.
Let's start off with how
not
big.
A great video
Just
at all.
how big? However, the edge
just some of the transitions in here. There's no transitions at all in here.
Interstellar space by crossing
there's
the
no
helio.
sound effects, just voice. It's just voice, no sound effects. Okay. 1 day delivery for the $15 one premium. So this is just a cheapy way to go with things if you want to do the cheaper route. Kind of crazy to me, but I don't know how they're getting through all these videos. To be honest with you, but you can just look at some of their numbers. They got 98 videos, people order 98. So for $35, you get what you pay for, right? And Fiverr's not always bad. Okay, so here's another one. This is just basic. This is probably obviously a better type of video that you can get done. Yeah, already the script you can see is pretty good. Everything matches in sequence. It's not all over the place, and they give you up to 30 minutes of footage. Okay, but that's only footage. They only give you up to 1 minute running time, which means it's a 1 minute video for $1,200. So if you get the premium, you're paying $4,800 for a 4 minute video, a running time video, right? So it's only a 4 minute video for $4,800. That's crazy. That is just crazy to me. So yeah, so $4,800 just for a video, but people are paying for it, right? So if we go back up here, you can see people are, I would think, are paying for it. So let's see, do we have anybody paying for it? Maybe not. Yeah, I think people are smart enough to know that $4,800 is a lot of money for a YouTube video if they're using it for YouTube. I mean, of course, if they're using it for like a business or something, it's worth it. Maybe a commercial production or something like that. It's different. But yeah, I don't see anything that he's doing that. Yeah. So yeah, that's okay. So just to show you what people are charging for, for more premium type stuff, which $4,800 is a lot of money for one video, especially if you're using it for like YouTube type stuff. All right, so let's go back. Let's go back over here. Let's close these out. So we went over Flickify, we went over ClipDrop, places like that. But before I get into some of the other ones here, let's go over to let's go over here real quick. So here's another one that I really like using. Wonder Dynamics is another one. It's still kind of new to the market. This one is a paid type website. And and it's pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I might use it. I haven't used it quite yet, but they do a lot of live action sequences, especially if you're doing movies and things like that. But it's cool because you can basically record a video of yourself and turn yourself into any of these. You can change the backgrounds on them, but it changes you into an alien, things like that. This is basically like motion videos, and there's another website that actually does this very well as well. But Wonder Studio's been around for a while, and they actually use them for videos when they do like when you see movies, AI movies. Wonder Studio's been around for a while, so they do these types of things for professional actors and things like that. Okay, next one is called Adobe Firefly. We're going to get into that one as well. This is another image creator, which honestly I would say I like this tool. I think better than any other one. Not saying that they're all pretty much the same. Don't get me wrong, but this tool I think creates some really, really nice images, and I love it. And it's on beta right now, so it's absolutely free. But I really like the text to image prompts that you can put in here. So I don't know why I like it so much. To be honest with you, it's just something about it that I just like it. All right, so. Let's go back to text to image here. All right. So what I like about this though is, and they're still adding new stuff in here, which is really cool. Text to image, they have a text to image feature in here, which is, like I said, I think it's better than Midjourney. I like Firefly. It's really cool. They have a generator fill, so you can take backgrounds out, right? And you can use, you can change their clothes. Like you have a picture of yourself, you can change clothes on yourself. It's not 100% accurate quite yet, but you can work with it pretty good. Text effects, they have some really cool text effects in here. Recolor, they have 3D to image, which is really cool. So you can create like a 3D image and turn it into whatever you want. You just prompt it, tell it to do. You can extend an image, which is pretty cool, but it hasn't. These features aren't done yet. It's coming soon, I guess. But some of this stuff is really cool. Text to vector, personalized results, text to patterns, text to template, sketch to image, and text to brush. So there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. Honestly, and I love this. I really love it. I think the images come out really, really good in this one. So I use this one a lot when I create my videos, or if I want to animate, image to video or something like that, I'll use this as well. All right. What's the next one here? Genmo is another one that's actually really cool. And you can add like an image to it and then give it a prompt and add an image, which is really cool. Or you can just do regular text. This one's actually works pretty good, and they give you 100 fuel points. All right. So, and if you want to keep using Genmo, that's cool. You just sign up with a different Google account, and they'll give you another 100 points. Okay. Because it is a paid service too, but they do give you, some good credits. Okay. Here's another one. This is IMG Creator. This is another cool one. And this one does pretty good as well, I think. I think this one to me does halfway decent as far as Midjourney go type stuff. I think it really does really well. And most of the things that Midjourney is using, the diffusion platforms, things like that, a lot of these websites have caught up with Midjourney, and they do cost. You can buy credits and things like that, but you can, I like it. But honestly, these are just, temporary tools you can use, because there's, like I said, there's other ones that are free or that are just as good. They do have background changer back here and stuff like that, but some of the images are really cool. All right, let's go to. We'll go to the Discord one here in a minute, because there's a bunch of them in there that I really like using. And Discord's, a lot of these are in Discord are free too. This is another one that I really, really like. Okay. This is called Playground.ai. All right. This is another, a free one. Now they do limit you on how many images you can do a day and things like that, but hey, it's okay. And it doesn't really, let me see something here. I'm not sure, but I don't think it actually saves the images that you generated, which I don't like. But it's okay. You know, it's not that big of a deal. So I'll just say some. I'll just do this one. I'll do like I'll just put monster holding a basketball. All right. And we're not going to put any prompts in it. We'll just use. So what I like about this one is that you can use Stable Diffusion XL, which is the newest one. You can use any of these Stable Diffusion ones, or you can use theirs. They have their own as well. And you just come over here and hit generate, and it's going to generate. And this one's actually pretty quick. It doesn't take a long time to generate the images. So that's another thing I do like about this one. So let's let it pan out, and you can set it to 1024 by 1024 if you want, you know, obviously bigger ones. You can join the pro plan, but honestly you really don't need it, especially if you're doing YouTube videos. It doesn't have to be huge, you know, images, things like that. So you can see it's pretty cool. And they make some nice images, not bad. That one's a little funky, that one's a little weird looking, but sorry about that. But if you can switch it up and do the same thing and hit generate. And of course, you know, you want to put in some prompts in there as well to make it even better. So if you add some prompts in there, of course, you're going to be able to make the photo look better, right? That's what it's all about. It's about putting prompts in there, camera angles, you know, realistic Unreal Engine, things like that. There's a lot of different ones out there. You can find a lot of those as well. If you go on Discord, you can find what a lot of people are using for, you know, for images and things like that, which is cool. But when it comes to creating videos, it can be a little difficult to use AI, and I'll be honest with you, because you want your videos to be very consistent. And there's ways that we do. We have a pattern that we use to keep all our images consistent with the character. So if we're building out a character video, for instance, let's go back. Let's go to CapCut here. This one here, we just stay consistent with everything that we do. This is what we're doing. You can see our images stay pretty consistent. All right. And there's a trick that you can use to kind of keep it very consistent with the different characters. So even like the monsters, the aliens that we have in here, and even the dragon type dinosaurs. But you can see the characters stay pretty consistent with, you know, with our images. There's one that we wanted to create with Yoda as an alien, which kind of came out cool. But yeah, so it just depends on, you know, a lot of people don't know how to stay consistent with the AI images, so they're not building out, you know, really, really great, you know, story formats. And a lot of times it's hard to do. You know, you just have to kind of keep regenerating images until you can get the one that you really like. Okay. All right, let's move on. We'll come back to this and see what it created us here in a minute. Leonardo. All right, so Leonardo is awesome. I love Leonardo. I'll be honest with you. Okay, so you can upgrade in here, but you don't really need to. Okay, and here's the reason why. You don't have to keep creating different accounts to get images and things like that. They give you credits every day. You get 150 credits every day to create images. Okay, so you can create a bunch of images today, and then tomorrow create some more, or just use different platforms. But when you're trying to stay consistent, it's a little bit harder. If you're trying to build a video out, you're trying to stay consistent. To me, I like using Leonardo, but I also like using Adobe Firefly. So I can create certain scenes with Leonardo, but I can create whole movies with Adobe Firefly. Okay. And there's other ones too I'll show you as well. So here's just some of the images that we've created, just using different, you know, prompts, things like that. And it does save them in here, which is great, which I like. And you can come in here and, you know, crop, edit in the canvas. You can do different things, and you can kind of view what your prompt was, things like that. But we'll just come down here. We create a lot of stuff in here. So anyway, it's actually the same. It works in the same way. You can do Leonardo style, obviously, or you can do none. Of course, there's different styles. What I like using is Dream Shaper. Dream Shaper is a new one that they have, which I think is ridiculous. I think it works really really good. I really like it. Of course, they have 3D animation. They got SDXL. Leonardo Diffusion's great, but I like using these two, the Absolute Reality and the Dream Shaper. I think they work the best, and just that's just me though. That's my opinion. All right, and you can choose the number of images you want to do. So of course, if you pick 4, it's going to cost more credits. But like I said, it's actually pretty good. And some of these you can't choose what image size, but you can upscale these images, not a problem. And of course, there's different things on guidance. How much do you want it to look like the image or whatever. There's a lot of still like this one's a beach with waves with a funny looking beach muscle man with a lion head as a centerpiece surrounded by people with lion heads. So you can see, I mean, there's just different ways to do prompts. All right, so Leonardo is another great one I really love using. So let's go back to, let's see what this one is. We'll go back in here. All right, so let's go back. We're gonna start out by going with text to video or video. Yeah, we'll go to that one. All right. So Gen 2, I'm sure you've heard of it because it's like real popular right now. Everybody's using it. Gen 2 is awesome. It's not perfect, all right, but Gen 2 is really cool because you can create image to video, text to video, things like that. And it doesn't give you a whole lot of time on your video. You get like a 3 or 4 second clip of video. But let's go ahead and sign in real quick. And of course, Runway is free as well. Of course, if you need extra, if you need extra, of course, there's an upgrade version to it. But fortunately for us, we don't have to worry about that too much. Okay. So you can do text to video, you can do image to video, and there's a lot of cool tools in here as well. So I like using the new Gen 2. Gen 1's good too, don't get me wrong, but I do like the Gen 2. But you can see, you can create videos, little videos, and it's not perfect, obviously. But Gen 2, I think they're trying to perfect it more. So Gen 2 does look a little bit better. So let's look at this one. This is, that's a tutorial, my bad. All right, so let's go to, let's see if I can see it, if it's up here or not. Okay, and you can use some of these as just samples, like in Paint. They got in Paint in here as well, which is great. You can generate your own images. They got 3Ds. Let's go to the projects here. This is one that I did not too long ago, which I just wanted to remove some stuff in here, which is pretty cool. But there's a lot of cool stuff in here, so use it. I love using it. I think it's really cool. And there's some training in here on how to use different things as well. But I'm not going to go into creating anything because it does take a while to create the video and things like that. But it's actually the exact thing that we use to create a lot of these AI videos that we do. We go from Leonardo for our images, or Firefly or Clip Drop, and then we add them into Gen 2. Okay. The next one is what I love, and I'll show you the video underneath this video here. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, let me go in here real quick, and let's go in here real quick. Let's go to downloads here real quick. Just give me a second. Got to find if I can find it here. Thought it was in here. Here, let's just do this. This will make it easier. Let's see if I can find it. No, it's not in there. Where's it at? All right, it don't matter. Anyway, there's a video underneath. You'll see it. And that's actually done in Kyber, and I'm going to show you what Kyber is. Kyber is really cool. Let me see if I can find it, though. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's do Facebook. Let's go to Facebook real quick. That way you can see which video I'm talking about with Kyber, because I don't want you guys getting confused here. Let's go back over here. I don't know why it does that. All right. Let's grab this and then I'll show you. It's one of our best videos I think we've done for our channel. It's a storyboard type of channel. This is a new one that we just did. We didn't use Kyber on this one. Everything was done with Adobe Firefly, and we used Gen 2 on that one. This one,
Bonjour,
sure
dessert
no,
enthusiast.
that's the stock video one. And then this one right here is what I'm talking about. As you can see, how it shifts and stuff like that, that's what Kyber does. Kyber creates these really amazing videos for you, and I really love it. I love the way Kyber does things. I think it's really cool, and if you know how to script real good, you can really create a really cool video. So if you go into the Marketing Reboot group, you can go check out the video if you haven't seen it. We put a lot of animation and effects in it and stuff like that too. Oh, by the way, and I probably should have mentioned this in the beginning of the video, so I hope you got this far so far. But there's a post here, this one right here. It says, hey, rebooters, AI voice over or human voice? A lot of you guys guessed it right. Some of you guys thought it was AI, but it was a human voice. It was a human voice, but it wasn't. So I'm going to show you the website here in a little bit. So it is a human voice, but we use a program called Altered Voice to give it that French sound. And it does a really, 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 really great job on really making it sound French. And we actually have a guy that's from France, and I wanted him to check out the video and if it sounded like they were from France. And he said 100% exactly. So the person that did the video, the voiceover, is actually English, but we transformed it into a French guy. Okay, same voice, just into a French accent, which is crazy. And I'm going to show it to you. It's called Altered Voice. Okay, but you're right. It is human, but it also is AI. It's not, or it wasn't originally AI. It was originally human voice, but we used AI to turn it into a French voice. So everybody is right. All right, it is human, it is AI, but it is actually both, which was kind of a trick question. But anyway, I do have a prize for everybody on this post here. There's been 43 comments on here, so I will be sending that to you guys as well. Okay, so let's get back to where we were at. All right, so we got Runway here. Let's go back over here. Let's go to Kyber. That's where we were at, Kyber. Kyber is actually really, really cool. So all you have to do with Kyber is you can test it out for free. So we'll just go ahead and create a new account real quick. We'll just sign up with Google. And they give you 300 credits up front, which it does eat up your credits pretty quickly. But they do have a plan for $5, I believe. It's like $100. Then they charge you annually, which is $120 for the year. But they give you, I believe, or no. The monthly is $5. And then we're going to do, how did you discover us? We'll just put Google on there. Let's see. We'll just put filmmaker. Hit next. Film. Next. It doesn't really matter. We'll just put beginner. Thank you. All right. So they usually give you credits. I don't know why. They didn't give me no credits. They usually give you 3 credits. Oh, here it is. Start free trial. You get 100. Oh, they give you 100 credits. It used to be. Oh, no, you're right. I was wrong. It is 100 credits. All right. So $7, 7 days for free, and then it's $5. Okay, to get it. Okay, but we already have an account. If you want, honestly, you're probably better off just going for the yearly. Kyber is really, really cool. Okay, I don't think you would ever be disappointed in Kyber. The way they do things now, there is some different generations in there that you can do, and they only give you, it's only like a few seconds. Like I think it's up to 10 seconds if I'm not mistaken. But they do give you some really cool stuff in there. Let's go to Kyber Studio. Let's do gallery. There we go. Let's go check out some of this stuff in here. Matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do actually. Let's go over here. I'm going to go over here real quick. And I believe I've got some different ones in here. Let's see if I can find it. All right, let's go down here. I know I got a folder in here somewhere. I just got to find it. As you can see, I got a lot of folders in here. All right, it must be up top here. All right, let's go in here first, see if I can't find it. All right. Oh, I know where it's at. Never mind. Okay, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go over here actually, because I know exactly where it's at now. And I forgot all about it. There, it's in here actually. There it is. All right. So, if we go in here, we're gonna grab some video here. So Kyber does some cool stuff, right? So Kyber actually does. So we did this one, which I thought was pretty cool. This was actually my brother, and this one actually came out pretty cool. It made him look really old, but it's got that space alien look in the back, which was kind of cool. So it does some really cool stuff, and it does. I think it does better more with cartoon or fantasy, or any type of cartoon, like Becoming Unstoppable. That video I just showed you, that one came out really good. Let's see. There's another one here. I think that's the image. I think that's the one. Let's see how that one. This one's not Kyber though, I don't think. Let me see. No, that's Clip Drop. Let's go look. I know I got a bunch of videos in here. Oh, okay. So this one here was really cool. So check this out. This is actually through a music video. We just put a music in there and just. So there's that one. That one came out cool. Now here's another one that we did, which was really cool. This was actually we used Reimagine with Adobe Firefly. This is actually a photo, and obviously the background didn't come out that great, but the clothes we just removed removed certain sections on here to put different types of clothes on Casey. Casey's one of our video editors, and it kind of actually came out really cool. This one here is my brother's daughter, which I thought that one came out pretty cool. This was through Firefly as well on the InPaint. This came out cool. It's just her coloring on a thing and got a wolf next to her, which I thought was pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. This one this one too. This one came out really good. This is just a 3D type model picture through Firefly. I think a lot of these are like really cool though. Let's see what else we got. So yeah, I mean, you can design anything on here. It's really cool. But Kyber is just amazing in my opinion. I love Kyber. I like the way that Kyber does things. This one is actually a sample of what Kyber can do. So check it out. So you just basically, you can upload your own video of yourself if you want, and you can do different cool stuff, different prompts to what you want it to look like. But you can also use text to image as well. You can do text to image or image to video. You just give Kyber a prompt that you want, and it'll create these videos for you. It's really cool. So they do have a thing on there. It's not free, of course. They do charge you. You do have to put your credit card in there and stuff like that. But they do give you 7 days free to try it out. You can cancel it before, if you don't like it. But they do have an option in there where they give you 300 credits a month for $5 a month, or you could pay $120 for the year, and they give you 12,000 credits for the year, which is pretty cool. I think it's 120 a year for 12,000 credits or something like that, which is pretty cool. And that's obviously that's what we go with that one, because we do a lot with Kyber now. But I love Kyber. Kyber's awesome, and they've got some new features in there now, so it doesn't kind of do the whole. It doesn't really mess up everything to make it look weird like this one here. It just kind of goes into all these different scenarios and things like that, which is still cool. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But there's a new feature out, to drown all that stuff out now. But yeah, so Kyber's another great tool that I love using. Okay. Wondershare is another cool type one that we use for our video editing. And we'll get into that here in a minute, what we use for video editing. All right, so DID, that's another one that's pretty cool. It's more for like actors and avatars, things like that. But you just put in your script, and it'll actually lip sync your script. Okay, so everything's lip sunk in here. It's actually really cool. I like it. You can change different voices, things like that. I would like to see, that we can upload bigger scripts in here. As far as like, let's say we have an audio that we want it to do. It only allows you, for some reason, I guess you have to be a member or a paid member, but this is what people are using right now for a lot of these, ancient Chinese secret type videos, because you can do an AI image and then add it in here, right? And it's pretty cool. I like it. Let's go in here real quick and see what I got in here. I know I got something in here. I've used it a couple times already. Just wasn't my cup of tea. I don't know. Just, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, but I don't really have much use for it for my type of videos that I do. In the long run, I might be able to use it just because, there's going to be some clients that might want, some type of animated video. Now, this one, I tried this one. This one actually came out pretty cool. Let me see.
Your suffering will continue beyond the grave.
Just the voice kind of came out kind of weird.
Your suffering will continue beyond the grave.
But there's things that you can do to make the voice better. Here's another one.
It will be over soon.
So we just took an AI image and put it in here. It actually kind of came out pretty cool. All right, so that's another one. DID is a pretty cool service. Here's another one by Hugging Face, which Hugging Face has a ton of different apps. And this is another text to video type app. So you just put in, whatever text prompt you want, and it'll try to create, they'll try to create that video for you. I mean, of course, it's not going to be 100% accurate, just like nothing else is. But you can actually just keep running different scenarios until you get the one that you want. So it can be time consuming with some of these image to video and text to video ones, but Kyber seems to do a really great job with all that. Okay, just because of the way their composition is. Deep Motion is another site that's pretty cool. It's more for 3D animation from videos using AI, right? But you can use yourself. You can use animated characters. You can, maybe you have a video of something else and you want to try it out, you can. So Deep Motion is another one. It's not free, but and it's pretty expensive, but it's actually kind of cool. Just wanted to share that one with you. Story Nest is another one that I think is pretty cool. If it loads up here, there we go. So this allows you to create stories powered by AI, right? And they actually just added AI voices now. So you can craft personal content, engage with your characters, and bring stories to life. It's actually pretty cool. I've seen some of the ones that they have. They have some cartoon ones and things like that, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, they got some pretty cool stuff. And it looks good. The Story Nest looks good, but it's just has this specific type of look that I really like. So they have different types of looks that I really like. So it just depends on the images you use or the videos that you actually use, and it'll create something really, really great for you. Okay. All right. What's next? Final Frame is really cool too. Okay. And listen, you need this for any type of AI project you're going to do with video. Okay. Because when it comes to image to video type stuff, they're only giving you like 4 to 10 seconds. And then you need to go in and add it to another section, right? So let's say that you do one video, but it's only 8 seconds long, but you need to elongate the scene, but you need that same character in it. Well, what it'll do is you can upload it and it'll give you the final frame of that video. So that way, when you attach the next scene, it'll just start where it ended up off. So it's great for when you're doing your editing. And it's a free service. You just choose the file, put it in there, and extract final frame. That's it. Okay. All right, let's go in here. Here's another one. It's called AI Supermodel Generation, which I think is pretty cool. So you just upload a model of some sort, and it'll create these characters for you. You can choose products and things like that, mannequins, even photos of you. You can change faces. It's actually really cool service. I like it. And it is free. There's a few things that we can do in here too. So, and to get this really cool editor, and you can go in here and select the parts that you want to keep. Let's say I just want to keep, the shirt, right? Or the whole shirt. But I don't want to keep anything else. I can just change anything I want. I can select background. So maybe I want to do a city street background. So I just come over here, choose city street. Just use that one. All right, and we come over here, model settings. I can make it, maybe a baby, toddler, child, things like that. Select model. You can choose the model you want. So we'll just say Australians. We'll just do male. We'll do Australians again. And then we'll just hit generate. Oop. There we go. We'll just, we'll keep that. All right. To generate. And then it'll generate, some of them aren't gonna, for some reason, when I tried using this a couple times before, it didn't generate each image. It only generated like one. All the other ones kind of failed. And I'm not sure why it does that. It's just kind of weird. Maybe it's something that servers are really in high maintenance right now. I don't know, but it actually it came out cool. But yeah, you can put up your own, and you can add your own photos too. Give me a second. I got to get a drink of water here. But yeah, you can put your own photos up there as well. But yeah, it comes out kind of cool. See what the other one shows up. Actually, they all came out good this time. So yeah, so you can put your models. Like, let's say that you were doing a product or something like that for mock-ups for some products, and you're putting on your website. Yeah, it's perfect, right? Maybe you have a clothes shop or something like that. You can actually add your own clothes to this, take off what you don't want on the model, and then, add your own clothes to it. It's really simple. And it is a free membership. Of course, you can upgrade as well. You get some extra features with that. Okay. All right. Let's go back to one. Let's see what else we got here. That's Adobe Firefly. I kind of got these mixed up now because I kind of went from one place to the next. Okay. Let's go over here. We're going to start out with, we got Playground. Okay. So this is back in Playground here. Let's go over here. Let's see what it kind of generated for us. So we did use Stable Diffusion this time, so created some cartoon monsters that kind of came out pretty cool. Of course, we can make it more realistic if we wanted to, but yeah, it actually came out really good. I like the way these kind of came out. And I mean, listen, guys, you can make your logos with these things. I mean, you can do all types of cool stuff. All right. Leonardo, we went through that one. Firefly. Okay, here's another one. Let's go back. Let's actually go to Discord real quick. I want to show you some things that you can do in here too. All right, so we have Discord, and we've got a bunch of different apps that we put in here, and you can sign up. And Pika Labs is something brand new that just came out, which is another text to video, image to video platform. And you can use Discord to create your own videos, which is really cool. So I like that. And Pika Labs is still new, but they're really trying to compete with Gen 2, which I think they're doing a fantastic job. Okay. So here's another one. You just come over here and, you add your prompt. So you just hit this plus button. You can either upload a file, or you can use what we call AMP or app, and then you just hit create. Okay. Just come over here and hit create. And then this is where you would put in your prompt. Okay. And it's going to create, whatever video you want, whatever you prompt you give it to them. But this is kind of cool. So I like coming here and getting different prompts from different people. So like for instance, sometimes they'll hide it. Like this one here, prompt: moving image, man injured, people around scared, running, action movie, man looking around confused, camera shaking. So these are all different things they're using to for their prompts. Okay, and let's just take a look. All right. Let's see. This one's still generating, so it might be a minute. Let's take a look at this one. That one kind of came out weird. All right, let's see what this one is. That one kind of came out pretty cool. But they're doing a pretty good job at really, keeping up with Gen 2 and the way Gen 2 is. Let's see what this one is. That's a pretty cool shot of a waterfall. It came out pretty good. Sort of with a woman. So let's see what this one is. Okay, that's just kind of moving. Let's see what this one does. It's just showing the moving flames. That's about it. So if you want this character to move, you kind of have to prompt them to tell Pika Labs. So Pika Labs is new right now, and they're actually turning out to be pretty good. All right, next one is Kyber's in here. Blue Willow. Okay, we're gonna go to Blue Willow, and of course there's Midjourney. But honestly, guys, Midjourney and Blue Willow are almost exactly alike. They create a lot of the same images, and I love it. I actually have my own Blue Willow channel. So let's go to my Blue Willow channel real quick. And I like using Blue Willow. The only thing I don't like about Blue Willow is it doesn't really create banners and things like that. But you can see these are just some of the images that I used. These are just some of the different. This one's like create a dynamic 3D logo for a CB radio company called Truck CB Sales. In a reliable communication, so the logo should capture the essence of seamless connectivity and rugged durability, incorporate iconic CB radio elements such as antennas, signals, or waveforms. So it really didn't do a great job when it comes to that, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not going to get everything perfect. But this one kind of came out pretty cool. Kind of came out a little weird. Let's see. Sometimes the hands will kind of come out a little weird sometimes. But this one, let's see what this one did. Yeah, so some of these come out pretty good. Some of them don't. But it just depends on what you're looking for. And it's getting better and better no matter what. This is my own server that I have. So that way I don't have to sit here and look at all these other people's stuff because it gets a little distracting because those images are coming in and in and in and out, in and out. And it's hard to keep up with where your stuff is at. So I like having my own channel. It makes it a little bit easier. Here's another one that we did that came out really, really nice. And you can see some of the prompts we use in here, like high dynamic range, rich colors, lifelike textures, 8K UHD. But here's the cool thing about ChatGPT. You can ask ChatGPT to create you prompts for images. So you just, tell ChatGPT, write me a prompt for a man driving a classic car in the sunset, and it'll give you a really cool prompt for it, right? Yeah, so if I come over here, let's just do, we'll just do this. We'll have it write us some prompts. Write me 4 prompts for an image of we'll just put Hitman, or not, we won't put Hitman. We'll put, we'll just put Hitman. Driving a supercar in the sunset. All right, just hit that, and then we'll let it write us a prompt. So you can see right here. Hitman. There we go. So we'll just do this one. We could do that one, and then we can even ask it to do like different things. Like let's say, we'll just put write me a prompt, a text to image prompt for a woman sitting on a chair or something. I don't know. So it'll give you everything you need, right? Here's another one that we did. This one actually gives us the actual prompt. So we just asked it this. Okay, let's go back up here. Let's do. So basically, you can go in Midjourney and ask it to create you prompts, right? So if you go into, let's see, writing style, we'll just hit default. We'll do emotional. We'll just leave it right there. But yeah, so you just, let's go back up here real quick. Structure, formatting. Create 4 distinct prompts for each concept, varying in description, environmental, atmosphere. Write your prompts in English. Do not describe unreal concepts as real or photographic, but it'll give you all this stuff. Stunning halo reach, landscape with a Spartan on a hilltop, lush green forest around them, clear sky, artwork, oil painting on canvas. So it does a pretty good job at doing a lot of that cool stuff. So if you're like stuck on prompts and you don't know what to use, this is like a really good way to find good prompts. Okay. All right. Let's move on to some other things here, okay? We're almost done here, so just bear with me, guys. All right. Here's another one that's really, really cool. I really like this. Now, listen, if you guys are into nurseries and you want to create nursery channels, which is obviously awesome, right? Nursery channels get a lot of views. So if you want to do like a kids channel with nurseries, this is actually a really, really cool Express Adobe is really cool. We'll just put it that way. So you can change your different characters, things like that. You can create a whole movie out of this. All right. Of course, there's some things that you need to do, some editing, things like that. But these are actually really cool. You can upload your own voice, things like that. So if I want to upload my own voice, let's just choose. Let's do. We'll do this. Let's find something cool. Let's do this football. And we can just hit record. Hey there, I'm a football, but I'm not really a football because I'm on a baseball field. All right, so you hit done. And it's going to upload the media. It's actually really cool, and you can use them. You can use this in a lot of these video editors. Like, so for instance, if you want to use Powtoons, things like that, they allow you to upload your own characters, things like that. So it's actually kind of cool. So let's wait till it compresses here. It's taking a second here. There we go. Come on. There we go. Now it's going to take a minute to finish up, I guess. All right, there we go. Hey there, I'm a football, but I'm not really a football because I'm on a baseball field. All right, so these are the types of characters, and you can create movements with them and things like that, which is really cool. So I really like Adobe Express. I think it's actually really cool. You can change backgrounds, but of course, you can go into Canva. All right, which I didn't even have up here right now. But you can create animated backgrounds in Canva, and you can put them into your favorite editor. And I'm going to show you some of the editors I use as well. All right. So here's another one where you can upload your own drawings. So maybe you have a, maybe some type of drawing that you did. You want to animate it. You can. Of course, you can go and get your own characters. You can download a lot of different characters and have it have it animated, and you can use these as well inside your inside your movies and stuff that you do, right? All right, so that's another one which is actually really cool. I really like it. All right, so let's go into some of the audio stuff, but before we do that, let's go over some of the channels that we have. All right, so these are some of the channels that we have, and I'm going to show you one that just is horrible. Okay, I'm going to show you some good ones, and I can show you some one horrible one, and I'm going to show you why it's so bad. All right, so This is actually one, and we get a lot of views on this one. This is actually a client's website. He didn't start it, it wasn't that long ago, and he was doing really bad with it. Wasn't really making much of anything. He did have it monetized when we took him in as a client, but we helped him monetize it better. We also helped him with the algorithm to get better views. And since then, he's doing really good. And all he's really doing is just taking clips of different scary ghosts and things like that. That's really all he's doing. And he actually keeps the same titles. He just changed up the titles a little bit, but does a very good job with it. Okay. And he just takes clips off of different, series, which I'm not against it, but I don't really like the fact that people use little clips because it can demonetize you. If sooner or later you can get demonetized, and that's why I don't like. I like creating things from scratch. I don't like when you take clips from other people's videos because it can demonetize you, especially if they're from different, of course, different shows and things like that. You can't get demonetized. But as you can see, this channel is getting 47,000 views. This was 17 hours ago. 64,000 views on that one, 215. So it's getting a lot of views. Okay, so which turns into money, obviously. All right, so that's Mind Junkie. It's a really cool channel. This one is actually another one that we run called Scary Interesting. Okay, this is actually one that Casey works on a lot, and she's doing pretty good with it so far. So as you can see, just 6 days ago we got 200,000 views, and this all adds up to money as well. And these are most of the stuff in here is images. And some of it's even AI images. So that's all it really is, just kind of like a lot of images, and it's just a storyline, right? So that's pretty much that. Now let's go over to another channel that actually we'll go to this one first. This is the one we run called Love Buster, which is another one. Since actually we don't run it, we work on this one for a client. And he just wanted some more of a, not love stories, but people getting in trouble for cheating on their boyfriends, things like that. It's just different stories, different storylines. Remember I was showing you the one with the fantasy girlfriend getting murdered, or not murdered, but the girlfriend getting murdered on a boat, things like that. In our ChatGPT scripts, we create a lot of these as well. So it's pretty cool. I mean, it's getting a lot of views, and he's really loving it. And we're basically, what we did was he wants to create like 12 videos a week, between 8 to 12 videos a week. So basically he just buys the extra package from us where he gets 6 videos a month from us, and then he creates some of the videos. We just taught him how to create it, but he still wanted our help on creating the videos, so that way he didn't have to do a whole lot. But he's creating a lot of videos, so he's doing like 4 to 5 videos a week, and then but he's doing good with it, so I'm proud of him. This is one that you don't want to do, okay? Let me just show you why. Look how many views there are, okay? But also, let's refresh it. Now let's see if he's done any more. Okay, so this one was done 14 hours ago. That one was done 14 hours ago. That was 15 hours ago. So let's see if there's anything new on here. And I'm going to show you why this doesn't work. So let's refresh this. All right. Yeah, okay. So this is where he's going wrong, okay? As you can see, he's got like 4 or 5 videos a day he's doing, okay? And all he's doing is throwing a script or some type of script. As you can see, a lot of them are longer videos, things like that. But, I mean, he's getting like 2 views. For 12,000 subscribers, he's got almost 800 videos, 769 videos. He should not be getting 2 views, 60 views, 8 views. He should be getting thousands of views. The problem what he's doing is he's just generating these videos. That's all he's doing. He's just generating them through some software and throwing them on YouTube, throwing a title in there, and that's about it. He doesn't monetize it in any type of way. He's not doing anything special with keywords or anything. He's just throwing a bunch of videos at the wind, hoping that one is going to resonate and, someone's going to it's going to do like 100,000 views. If you notice that you're not getting any views after 769 videos, then there's a problem. Basically, this guy, all he's doing is wasting a bunch of time creating videos and having them and uploading them. Listen, you don't want to use software to create your videos like that, where they're just generating random videos. You give it a title, you throw it in there, and it creates a script, a generic script at that. Because listen, when we're creating scripts, we want it to feel real, like it was humanly written, not just some generated voiceover. You know what I mean? So let's just look at one of these videos here.
15 crazy facts about the pharaohs. 1.
All right.
The pharaoh's immortality quest.
So as you can see, there's nothing to it. It's just a bunch of random, it's just a script that they're scripting right through some type of software. I don't know what software you're using, but it's actually pretty bad. And if you've got that many videos, and you're not getting any traction, then you need to go a different route. Okay. All right. Let's move on from that. I just kind of want to show you some good examples of some videos that we're doing for clients, and one that's not really good. All right, so let's go to, we were on Murph. Okay, so here's some audio stuff that we go through. So I like Murph, is pretty cool. So this is actually, you can get these done for free as well. You can sign up for different accounts if you want to use Murph. Murph's okay. It's not the greatest, but I do like it, okay? So you can, obviously add your script in here, and it will give you a voiceover, okay? And you can change the pitch and speed and things like that, add pauses, things like that. That's just one that we use. We don't use it, actually. This is one that we don't use, but it's pretty similar to the ones we do use. 11 Labs is actually what we use a lot of. 11 Labs and Lovo, and I really like 11 Labs because they give you a lot of different generative type characters, which is really cool. It does cost, but you can also use it for free. So you don't even have to sign in really to use it. You can just come in here, put your script, and then, or actually you do have to sign in, I believe. But you can sign in, just use a script, and then just download that specific, voiceover. And you can download as many as you want. You just can't put in a whole script in it. So you have to do little bits at a time. So instead of putting in a whole script, for free, they only allow you to do a certain amount of minutes, but then you can keep doing it over and over and over with different, texts. You just can't put in a 10-minute script at once unless you're a member. And it doesn't give you as many, speakers and things like that, which is fine because there's some good ones in there for free. All right. Actually, let's just sign in real quick. Which account? I think we got a couple accounts, I think. Let me see which one I'm in. I'll try that one. It might be this one, but we'll try it anyways. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay. It might be that one. I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. You can just sign in. I can't remember which account we use on that one. I think it's under Casey's account. But you can just go in there, like I said. Once you sign in, you just generate, and it gives you a bunch of cool options for different voices, things like that. You can change the tone, the speed, and all that stuff, which is really cool. Okay. Here's another thing that's really cool. It's called Altered. All right. And it's really cool because this is what we used on the video for the French desserts. We just took an English-speaking person and turned it into a French person. All right. So it's really cool. Let's see. Let me sign in real quick. Is this the one that we're in? I guess so. We'll go with this one. All right. So this one's actually kind of cool. They do give you a free trial and stuff on it. I don't use it that often, but it's actually a really cool piece of software. So let's go over to library here. So this gives you a library of different things. You can go with just the free ones if you want. text to speech voices as well. The more voices, you do have to upgrade to unlock it, obviously, but you can actually get some of it done for free. I know that the guy that we do it for, he's got this app and he's got an upgraded version of it. Because we don't use it that much to upgrade. There's no point. But it is actually kind of cool. He just wanted to have a channel, a faceless YouTube channel with just French desserts and just French everything, French food in general. But he wanted it to be the same character and things like that. So he went and got an account. And it actually was, he said it wasn't that expensive or anything. So, and the more voices are cool because you can, like I said, change it into, different types of, female, male, whatever. You can even do like, what was I think we did French on this one. Yeah, if you go to French here, you'll see there's a bunch of different French voices. Let's see.
Alex squishes cancer cells in a petri dish at work. No, not with his ungainly, macroscopic human fingers. Alex, an engineering graduate student at the...
That's English. Let me see.
Once upon a time there...
Oh, that's
the
English.
airspeed...
Oh, there it is. Oh, wait.
The airspeed velocity of a Euro...
No, that's not. There it is.
Alex écrase des cellules cancéreuses. Il était une fois une petite...
So you can change the tone on these two, which is really cool, which I like. Now, speaking of that, here's another thing that we can do. So I've got an extension called Media. I forgot what it's called, but it's up here. And I'm going to show you why I use this a lot because it's going to help you guys out a lot too. All right. So that's one of them. I'm going to show you this extension here in a second. Okay. This is called Moobert. All right. This is another pretty cool little app. Moobert basically generates music for you. You can generate a track. It's all AI music, which is cool. So that way, if you're putting music in your backgrounds, things like that, in your movies, you can't get copyright strikes against you. Okay, which is kind of cool. All right, so that's a real simple thing. It's real simple to use. So you can just type in, like, enter a prompt in here. Say you wanted to use tuba and drums and things like that. You can add that in there and then generate the track. Pretty simple. Lovo is another one that we use, and we use this a lot. This is called Lovo. And this is another text-to-speech type of app, which is very human-like voices, which I really like. So, for instance, we'll just put in, hey, what's up? And then we'll do, glad you can make it. All right, so we'll just do that. And then we just hit convert. And what I like about this is that it does a lot of cool things. You can change the different punctuation.
Hey, what's up? Glad you could make it to my channel.
So it's kind of got that gamer... Well, not really gamer, the kind of like Game of Thrones type voice, which is really cool. And they do have some really cool voices in here. Like I said, you can change the speed and tone. You can come over here, change the pausing at ends of the sentence and things like that. You can emphasize words in your sentences, things like that. It's actually really cool. I've been using Lovo for a long time, and I love it. I like 11 Labs too, don't get me wrong, but I use a little bit of both. All right, and this does have a subscription model to it. I think I bought this like 2 years ago. Maybe I bought it was up on AppSumo. I think I got it for like a really great price, like a lifetime price, which is actually kind of cool. All right, let's move on, guys. So the next thing I want to go over is some sound stuff, all right? So here's something called Motion Array, okay? Now listen, you're not going to get a lot of different free music or sound effects as a free member, right? But there's an extension, all right? It's called this right here. You can got it on Google. It's called MediaSave, and I use it all the time, all right? So if I click here, like so, you'll see that it actually downloads the song for you. So I can go and download it. And it just gives me some free music that I can use for, my for my videos, right? Another one is sound effects too. They've got some really cool sound effects in here. So maybe I want to do, cartoon. So we'll see what they got in here. So Hungry Monster feeds. We'll just click on it. So you can go ahead and download it. All right. So this is called Motion Array, and they do have a lot of free ones in here, but I like to go into the paid stuff and just kind of, download some of their tracks because they do have some cool stuff. And of course, you can manipulate it as well. Go ahead and take these and put it into, you can. They have another, not Moobert, but they've got another one where you can actually upload your track that you have, and they'll go in and make something similar, but more of an AI form. All right. So Motion Array is pretty cool. And then we got Sound Bible. So this is actually, sound effects, free sound effects, things like that. So let's go into sound effects real quick. And they've got a lot of different sound effects. A lot of these are free. So like this one. So a lot of these are actually free, so you don't have to really, do nothing but put, they just want you to attribute their content on your video. So all you got to do is just put at the bottom of your description, things like that. Okay. Next one is called Epidemic Sound, which I recommend because they have a ton of free stuff, cool stuff in here. But it is expensive. It can get a little expensive. But they got a lot of sound effects, a lot of different tracks, and some unique stuff in here. And you do get a 30-day free trial, and you can cancel it anytime you want. So it is kind of cool. So you could download a bunch of stuff for future videos, things like that, in those 30 days, and just cancel if you don't want the subscription, because there's so many free stuff out there. All right. Here's another one called Soundify, which is similar to the other one we were just on, which is really cool. I like this because they do have a lot of cool, different cinematic type stuff, which is what I really like to find. So we can come in here, and again, this extension will download these for you, a lot of this music, so it's pretty cool. And I mean, but come on, look at this. It's expensive, $20, $18, a lot of expensive stuff in here. Okay, so I do like Soundify. And then Mixkit is another one I really like, which is really cool. So you can download a lot of these as well. Now you can download any of this stuff. They only give you a certain amount of downloads every day, and unless you buy the unlimited downloads, right? So you can actually download a lot of these, but they only give you a certain amount a day. Okay, so anyway, that's it for all the tools. Now let's go over two other tools. Okay, we've got and this is just for video editing. Like right now I'm just using Camtasia for video editing, but I like Filmora. Is really cool. If you're more into the advanced video editing stuff, Filmora is actually really cool. You can download it for free, but in order to get like some of the features, you have to like buy it. Okay, which is why I like CapCut. Okay, CapCut's actually free. You do have to buy the pro version of stuff, on some things, on some effects, things like that. But it's no big deal because some of the effects, the free effects they give you is good enough, to be honest with you. What I like about CapCut is that you can really put in some really good work onto your, different transitions. So let's say I want to transition some of this stuff, right? So for instance, we'll just go let's delete this. Let's import something else. Just show you an example here. Go to that one. Let's see. Actually, no, we'll do this. We'll go over here. And we'll just go. And we'll just put in some slides real quick so you can kind of see. So we'll just use slide 1 for now. Right. We'll do that one. We'll import another one here. Actually, we can probably just do this. We'll just do that. And now open. So we'll just do a couple of them. All right, and then what we're going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and add these to my timeline. So it's going to add all these right here, right? So that's pretty much it. All right, so it's really easy to use, and you can see it's just going to go through here. And I'm going to just resize some of these. Like let's resize that one here. Let's actually do this. Move this over a little bit. And then we'll resize that. Just like so. That one's okay. And that one will resize. So it's pretty easy to edit everything in here. Now, what I like about this is that it allows you to do like some effects in here. So for instance, if I wanted to put a transition in here, I come over here and we're going to go to, we'll go to transitions instead of effects here. And I'm going to do, and some of these, as you can see, are pro features, but we don't need it. So we're just going to do a shake effect on that one. All right. And then we're going to come over here. And we can even come over here. And let's just click on this right here. We can even come over here and do an animation on this side. All right. So you can do whatever you want. You can do like an in and out combination one. Just let it to load up here. And then we'll do this one. We'll just click here. And it's going to create a different type of animation. All right. And I'll show you the results here in a second. All right. So you'll see that if you don't put the transition, this is what it's going to look like. See, it's just going to go straight to the video, right? We don't want that. We want to add some transitions. So let's do another one here. Let's do we'll do a pull out one, just like so. All right. So here's what we're going to do now. Then we come back over here. We line it up to where it needs to be at, and we just go to audio. So now I want to do some transitions, but I want to add some audio to it. So I'm going to do sound effects. See, they have sound effects and everything in here, which is really cool. So I'm going to we'll just put swish sounds. All right. All right. So we're going to do, oh yeah, whoops. Let's do that. So let's listen to some of these. All right, so we'll do this one and that one. All right. And then we'll go to this transition and we'll do a rapid swish on that one. And then we'll go here. That's too much. Let's do. So we'll do this one. All right. So we'll use that one. And then let's do, so there's no voiceover yet. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to go to media. We're going to upload a voiceover real quick. We'll just upload the first one here. Oops. All right. We'll do this first one. And now we'll just add this voiceover to it. All right. And then we'll do, we'll add another voice just for an example. All right. We'll use this one for the second voiceover, just like so. That. All right. We'll just go with that for now. All right. So now when we listen to it, go ahead and put that. And the cool thing about this too is you can change the volumes on everything too. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do this real quick.
Bonjour, dessert enthusiasts, and welcome to the Frenchman Experience. In this video, we are going to embark on a tantalizing journey through the delectable world of French dessert. Get ready to satisfy your sweet tooth and embark on a
So you can see the transitions.
dessert extravaganza that will leave you craving for more. Also, if you stay glued to your...
All right. And then we'll do this big one here.
It's me, folks. These treats are so good, they could make a stoic French chef.
So you just got to line up the transitions a little bit, but you can do a lot of cool things in here. So even over here, you can go to video. You can scale it up however you want. You can blend. You can also do a lot of cool stuff. Like, for instance, this one. Let's split this real quick. I'm going to take this one right here. We'll just move it over here for a minute. And I'm going to split this audio here about right there. And we're just going to hit split. Just like so. So that way it's split up. Let's put this back over there. All right. And then what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to add some voice effect. Okay, so you can do voice effects on here too, which is really cool. So let's just say we'll do Mike Hug. All right. So if we go listen to it now, if I can grab this over here, let's grab that. Oops. Oh, come on. Get in there. All right. So we'll just move this, and now you can listen to the difference. So let's put that on
So good. They could make a stoic French chef break into a spontaneous
So you can add different voice effects, things like that. That's really cool. All right, so that's just one of the editors that we use. We do use Wondershare too for more advanced stuff, but I really like this because it's easy to use. There's a lot of features in here, from effects to transitions. There's effects in here as well. And even as a free user, there's a lot of free stuff that you can do in here, which is really cool. So, if I wanted to add some glow to it, as you can see, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. So, or you can do black and white if you want. So there's just a lot of cool stuff in here that you can use, which is really cool. There's filters in here, adjustments, things like that. And there's just a lot of cool features as far as audio. There's commercials. There's, copyrighted, or you can run a copyright check on your videos, things like that, which is really cool. And then, of course, you've got your songs that you can use in here as well. So you just click on it. So they got some different cool songs and things like that. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much it on the tools that I use, the tutorial on our different videos. Unfortunately, I can't go into detail about everything because it's just be a huge, long video, and it's already a pretty long video. The other thing that I do want to talk about real quick as well is the interfaces that I use. If you do want to do voiceovers and you want to have that professional studio sound, I use something called Adobe Audition. If you want it, I'll give it to you for free. You will need at least a studio microphone to make it sound better. But I don't just use it for videos. I also use it to clean up my audio. So if I'm recording like this video and there's some background noise or something like that, I'll go in there and I'll clean it up with this. Okay, it'll filter out a lot of that background noise. You can even give it a more studio sound by putting it in here, adding different things like dynamics and equalizers. You can amplify the sound, multiband compressors and parametric equalizers. So right now this is kind of what I'm talking on. I just got a compressor on this thing just to compress my voice a bit. I am using a studio microphone, and it does go through a mixer. And I do use a little compression. If I wanted to, I can turn on the studio reverb. So I'll have that more of a studio reverb. So you'll hear that more of an echo or big room sound in the background. And then I can turn it off and I'll be normal again. So this is something I use. And if you want this for free, I'll definitely give this to you too. And I'll give you guys a list of all these websites I use and things like that, and just try them out. Again, if you guys want our services, we're giving you guys a great price for this. We can just create videos for you where you can run your own channel for $200 a month. You're going to get 4 videos, all right, for $200, which is pretty damn good deal. At the most, out of a good edited video on Fiverr, Upworks, you're going to be paying over $100 for one video, and that's a decent video. We go all in, all out. And if you don't like the video, one of the videos we do, we're going to give it to you and show you. If you don't like it, we'll do a revision on it. It's not a big deal. We'll make it better, or we'll do it however you want it. Okay. But we don't ever have that problem. We do some great videos. We do some good editing work, and we create some good storylines. If you want our other offer, it is $500 a month, but it's worth it because we run everything for you. We make sure that you get monetized. We make sure that it's the right niche. We'll even choose the niche for you. But $500 a month, you get 6 videos, and if you need extra videos, but we'll make sure that you are getting monetized the right way. We'll make sure the algorithm is in your favor. We do all those things. We do that with all our channels, and we make sure that the niche is right, because not every niche is going to be treated equally. But that way you can make money from affiliate marketing, sponsorships, YouTube partnerships. I mean, most of the people that are making money from YouTube partnerships, some of our clients are making anywhere between, $3,000 a month starting out, $2,000 a month starting out, and now they're making $8, $10, $12, $20,000, $30,000 a month. We have a client right now. He gets, I think he gets over 2 million views a month. I believe so, 2 million views a month. But he's doing over 12,000 a month. Which is crazy. It's great. And on top of that, he's making money on affiliate commissions, sponsorships, things like that. And we've been working with him only for a year, and he's already at that level where he's making $12,000, to $15,000 a month, which is great. We have another channel, which is a nursery channel, and we've been working with him for I think 8 months, and they're making about $43,000 a month. Not just YouTube partnership. But they're selling nursery books on Amazon Kindle, which is pretty cool. They're selling coloring books, nursery rhymes, things like that, which is a big seller. So, and they have a lot of subscribers. They got over 4 million subscribers within a year. They already had I think 40,000 subscribers. And then they just started climbing up. We started helping them monetize. We started helping with their algorithm, and they just went berserk. Okay. Don't forget that the $500 a month is not just us doing the videos, but we also coach you to do it yourself. So that way, later on down the road, if you don't want us to do this for you anymore, you can do it yourself, right? So you can or you can teach, someone else to do it for you, or whatever, your kids, or whatever. But with $500 a month, it's not a lot of money for most people, right? And if your channel is doing good within the first 2 months, you're going to recover that $500 a month, no problem. Okay. It does take a little time for your channels to start growing, but not like people say, 100 videos is when you start seeing traction. That's a lie. It isn't a lie if they're not doing it right, but you don't need 100 videos. You only need 1 to 3 videos to start seeing some recognition. Sometimes it takes a little longer. It might be 6 videos, 7 videos, but it's just all about the algorithm and how you treat the algorithm and knowing what you're doing. Okay. So anyways, guys, if you're interested in that, click one of the buttons below. Check out some of the stories, the videos that we have done, just some sample videos, different styles. And depending on what style you want, you let us know. Once you sign up, we'll figure out what niche or whatever, platform you get into, whether it's the $500 a month or $200 a month, we'll figure that out. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And if you have any questions, just let me know. All right. Bye-bye.